This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by Chesapeake Eye Center.
Good vision is something we should never take for granted. Some go nearly all their lives without having to wear glasses, but most of us have to rely on reading glasses after the age of 40 or 45. 10 or 20 years later, you might notice symptoms of cataracts. Well, the good news is cataracts are treatable. We visited Chesapeake Eye Center in Berlin to find out more. Cataracts are a common part of aging.
Typically, the average would be probably around 60s.
In fact, 90% of people in the U.S. over the age of 65 will develop them. Cataracts occur when the lens in the eye becomes cloudy from natural proteins that build up over time. As the condition progresses, the clouded lens allows less light to pass through the eye. Dr. Jennifer Sim of Chesapeake Eye Center says the first symptom of cataracts is blurry vision.
And then what we would do is try to fit them for glasses. And if we can't get them down to 20/20 vision, and everything else in the back of the eye and all of that stuff looks good, then it's most likely the cataracts that's causing that blurry vision.
She says another symptom is glaring.
Especially when they're driving at night would be the time when they would see it the most.
Sometimes the symptoms can be seen by others, a cloudiness in the eyes.
Sometimes when it gets really dense, we call it a white cataract, and sometimes even without the slit lamp, you can see that they have a cataract in their eyes.
Fortunately, cataracts are easy to treat and something the doctors at Chesapeake Eye Center do often with surgery.
What we do is we basically make really tiny incisions, and we go in and we basically vacuum up the cataract. And then what we do is the cataract is kind of enveloped in a bag, is what we call it. It's just a very thin layer of cells. And once we vacuum out the cataract, we put in an artificial lens that fits for each individual, because everyone's eyes lengths are different, powers are different.
In some cases, the new lens can give patients better vision than they had before they developed the cataracts.
There's something called like a multifocal lens or panoptics. That lens tries to give you, as much range as possible so that you're less likely to have glasses at the end, but of course it's not always guaranteed.
Cataract surgery is done at Chesapeake Eye Center's Salisbury location.
We can do cataract surgery with laser. It's called the femto laser, and we also call it bladeless cataract surgery. But a lot of times the way that we typically train is just kind of the standard cataract surgery, which is done manually with the hands.
Dr. Sim says recovery from cataract surgery is relatively simple.
Recovery time, it's pretty quick. So we usually see the patients back the day after surgery. And then after that, restrictions really is just for a week with no heavy lifting over 10 pounds, no excessive bending over. But if everything looks good the day after surgery, you're pretty much good to drive and work, that type of stuff.
For Dr. Sim, having the ability to help patients see clearer is why she does what she does.
That's probably one of the best things about this job, is that there are a lot of patients who come back. So a lot of them sometimes cry, saying that I've never been able to see this well. So yeah, it's good.
Now, although cataracts are common in older people, some people develop them earlier due to genetic factors. In fact, some are born with cataracts.